Part 4 of 4, here it is. Today, me and Matthew are talking about what to cut in the current situation, what you can change in your business, what expenses to cut, how we should be feeling about it, how we should be kind of changing and adapting to the crisis. So stick around, you're going to love it. Hey everyone, I'm Jacob Godar, and on my channel we talk about building your future through business, investing, and purpose. Stick around for this awesome podcast while me and Matthew talk about all these topics that are going on with the crisis. I know they all pertain to you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into it.
And that's kind of my take. Like, we can cut everything off, we'll cut whatever we got to cut. And I went out and I cut some things, because I knew we could. And now I'm just kind of metering it out to see, like, hey, maybe we're gonna have to go and try to change a few more things, but it's so case by case. It's so case by case. And I think that right now you're in a really great opportunity to, no matter how bad your situation is, that you can make a pivot. There's so much opportunity to, like, not have to pay stuff or move stuff around, and no one's gonna. It's okay. Right. And even if you're in a horrible situation, business, personal, more likely business, but like even like looking at, there's a lot of Neiman Marcus is filing for bankruptcy. Mm-hmm. There's going to be the tidal wave has started. Businesses are going to be filing for bankruptcy, but bankruptcy doesn't necessarily mean game over. It's the worst. It is like some of them, depending, and I don't know them that well, but they could be like a restructuring of business to make the business better moving forward. There are so many options that you just have to, you have to evaluate as you go and know that there's always an answer. There's always, you just have to dig for it.
And also, getting creative and being efficient. Like, there were a couple reasons that, for our business, we used to be open Monday through Saturday, and it wasn't necessarily every day was full days. Tuesday was a little bit cut so we could do some back end work. Saturday was like 9 to noon, but we were available at different times, right? Mm-hmm. Well, we've cut that down to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of full days. Then Tuesday, Thursday is catch up back end work growth. Couple reasons for it. One, we're trying to at first limit the amount of people in our door at random times. When we have it, hey, it's this day, and this day, we can control and make sure that those days are extra clean, extra taken care of, all of that stuff. But also it helps. It's unfortunate we've had to do this, but, we had to cut some hours on our receptionist because we weren't physically getting people in there. Yeah. And so, Tuesday, Thursday, she's not in there with us. She is full day, to the max on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we're trying to get as much for her as we can, but again, make it efficient from the patients. What can we potentially cut down? Because if we had strung out 6 days worth and we were only seeing a couple people each of those days, but she was in there full hours, now we've got a problem with payroll. So I think, like, just looking at your overall efficiency and how that makes sense, you may be able to cut without cutting completely and still be on track.
Exactly. You just need to know that now's the time to act. So based off your personal individual situation, now's not a time to think about it. If there's something that can be done and needs to be changed now, you need to just do it. You need to execute. You need to make the calls, whether you like them or not. And some people are laying off hundreds of people. Everybody's making hard calls right now, and it's just like I always use a lot of different metaphors, but it's just like in an airplane. When you're getting ready to go, there's a really important message that most people don't really grasp and take it to other things. The oxygen masks, you put it on yourself first before your kid. Well, yourself is the business, and your kids are the employees. Your receptionist is one of your kids. That's how this is. And if you don't take care of the business, there won't be a job for anybody to come back to in the future.
Exactly. And that's and I want to
got to be made.
Yeah, and I want to be clear too. It's not like I'm able to be making money on Tuesday, Thursdays. Like those days, I'm not seeing anybody. So it's so I don't want it to feel like, hey, I'm cutting her and I'm making more money. It's, hey, I'm releasing those duties on a couple days so that we can be more efficient to make, everybody wins on those other days. It's, hey, we don't have people coming in. We're not making money either. So that's why I don't want it to feel like a selfish thing. If you're doing it with the right mindset and everybody's on the team, like those are team decisions.
Exactly. And, business, it's things like that are never, I mean, there are people out there that are just greedy, that are doing it all for themselves. But, a lot of these business decisions, they're always going to look greedy. But that business staying well is in the best interest of everyone. And
keeps the rest of the jobs around.
Exactly. No matter how it looks. I mean, small businesses make up like the majority of jobs for everyone. So they got to do their best right now to keep the doors open.
Right. And there are things like, we do gift cards and different things like that can help employees and whatnot too. So there are a lot of, always trying to be creative along those lines and keep people in it. But, I'm excited to bring a little more of this. Jake, what's your thought process and how this may look down the road? We've kind of, fumbled around, had some fun today, but what is, are we going to try to weekly? What's your thought?
I mean, I like weekly, bi-weekly, something like every other week, something like that. And I really like the idea of us, bringing up current events, talking about, there's a lot of different stuff that weekly, there's something new that's changing going on. I see a lot of back and forth and a really good, meaningful, valuable content that people are going to get. They're going to get more people's ideas. I would like to, like I mentioned, keep pulling more and more collaboration in to make us all better and more well-rounded. I learn from you every time I talk to you, and hopefully you get something from me.
Yeah, and vice versa. Absolutely.
You can learn from anyone. And now is a time where I feel like, we should be trying to come out of this stuff better if we can. So we should be learning.
100%. And now that we've got a little bit of time to pocket in, it's a great chance to do things like this when maybe in the regular time frame that stuff changes. So I love it. I hope that the audience will love it. And as we continue to grow, it's gonna make more sense. It'll be more efficient, I'm sure. But I think it's cool. And, we'll always try to relate it to business. That's what we do. But there's a lot of, we're in it together. So I appreciate your time too, man. This is fun.
Hey, I appreciate your time too, man.
Awesome, buddy. Well, hey, have a great day, and we'll talk soon.
All right, talk soon, dude.
See ya.